Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to Combat Mission for the third and final entry into our little mini-series looking at the Combat Mission games currently available on Steam. Today we will be looking at Black Sea, probably the best of the combat missions currently available. Not for a new player, mind you, but once you've gotten a little bit of a more solid grasp on Combat Mission, Black Sea is the game that offers the most toys, the most battles, the most campaigns, and the most interesting scenarios. There is one incredibly cool one in the Russian campaign which features the amphibious crossing of a major Ukrainian river against heavy entrenched armored and mechanized Ukrainian forces. With heavy artillery support, you've got Heinz, you've got Frogfoots. It is a pretty damn great scenario, but it takes a long time to play. So instead, I am going to show you here a very interesting one, where we have a striker company going up against a Russian motorized battalion. Already, those are some long odds, and I do absolutely hate the striker. But that also means that I am willing to see them be destroyed in vast numbers without really caring over much, frankly. So, you know, that's the upside right there. First and foremost, we are going to loot whatever we can from the strikers, as we are not overly blessed, really, with, well, much of anything, frankly, here. We need to hold off a major Russian assault coming down from the north here. We don't know precisely where, but this is the primary objective, Objective Tomahawk, which must be held. Additionally, you've got Checkpoint 23, Checkpoint 22, and Checkpoint 24 over here. We're not entirely sure what we're going to be facing off against, but seeing as they're going to be battalion forces, we can assume a lot of APCs, probably some IFVs, maybe even tanks, though I'm hoping to avoid that, because I don't have a whole lot on hand that I can actually defeat a tank. Our best and brightest bet is the Javelin, which is an absolutely amazing anti-tank weapon. Hands down, the best AT weapon in the hands of any army at the time, honestly, straight up. It is a fantastic little thing, and it deserves all the praise in the universe. The AT-4 disposable rocket launcher is, you know what, it ain't bad either. It ain't bad either. It definitely has its uses, though it's gonna struggle if we're up against some particularly heavy opposition, so let's hope not. We're gonna grab a little bit of extra bullets as well. Let me actually show you here the American Infantry Squad as well. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to play this mission for you. I'm going to talk a little bit about Combat Mission in general, and I'm just going to show you the action sequences rather than the turn-based stuff to try and keep the video under 3 hours, basically. But the American Infantry Squad is an absolute beast. It is. Every single solitary goddamn one of them has some form of scope on his weapon. All of them's got night vision when that's required. They've got their breaching kits, they got the javelins, they got the AT-4s, they've got excellent basic weapons. The M4A1 here, you've got the SAW, obviously, and you got basically a squad grenade launcher, basically. You also got a marksman's rifle, and you've got the underslung 320? 230? Not the 320? Oh, anyways, a grenade launcher underslung rifle as well. The American Infantry Squad is absolutely nothing to take lightly, and it is way, way superior to the Russian equivalent. Although, you know, the good old-fashioned AK-74, at close range, that thing will tear apart a squad in basically instances, so you gotta be a little bit careful with that. You've got 10k rounds of 7.62. Right, I don't think you're gonna need any more, obviously. I think that's probably fine. Do grab the AT-4, though, just in case. Or would I like... Now, let's not give it to the commander. Right, so, let me have a look at the objective ahead of us here, and I'll give you an idea of what we're dealing with. Right, this is an awful place for a battle. This This is genuinely terrible. There are no really nice and tall buildings. The best we've got is probably this brick building over here. Line of sight is dreadful. It's covered in bushes and trees and all manners of awfulness. There are precious few free fire fields here, if damn near any, honestly. At first, I thought that this ridgeline here might prove excellent, but if you actually zoom down and look at it, you realize that it's completely obscured by a growth of trees. So, yeah, we're gonna be playing a really awfully close quarters battle here with javelins, which, it's not the best use of javelins, honestly. So we're going to send in the infantry. The infantry is going to occupy this building, since at least it commands the flank. It's got a little bit of a fire field in front of it. We're going to occupy the tall brick house building, and we're going to occupy these, because honestly, they're the only buildings in this entire town, pretty much, that has a truly solid forward-looking field of fire. These houses here are reasonable as well, but you'll see, crucially, there's only 2 windows on this side, which means that if you put a squad in here, you're gonna have dick all shooting out of it, and it'll probably get suppressed and murdered awfully quickly. Now, this building was more promising, but again, you've got the narrowest of firing fields here. You really do. It's like, maybe you could have a decent ATGM team here, but it's not great. It ain't great at all. So we'll skip on over now, and now we'll primarily do the real-time sections. There we are, the lead striker is off. The second one will follow 10 seconds later, followed by the last 2 again in 10-second increments. The striker is, we've got the up-armored striker, at least here. It's got reactive armor. It gives it some protection against most basic things. But the armament is still rather pathetic, with the basic striker carrying just a 50 cal machine gun mounted on the top in an automated chassis. Ooh, are we playing Wargame Red Dragon, are we? Artillery on the choke points? Okay, well, I mean, it's not a terrible idea. It's, kind of presuming the enemy knows I'm coming, which is a bit silly, but oh well. We do also have the lead striker variant with the Mark 19 automatic 40mm grenade launcher. Now this is a bit more of a weapon again, as it can defeat enemy APC IFV armor. BMP, BTRs, the 40mm can do a decent job against them. The problem is, it's a 40mm automatic grenade launcher. It was set up for infantry fire support. You know, spraying a bunch of HE grenade into a building. It's not really made for long-range pinpoint engagement, so you kinda gotta ambush stuff with it to have a good chance. Now, the 50 cal does, of course, also have armor-piercing rounds, but the problem is, yeah, they might be able to pierce the armor of an enemy APC or IFV, but unless you actually hit the dude inside of the vehicle, you're going to achieve absolutely nothing, which is kind of the problem. Well, they're also beating the shit out of the village there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm not stopping. It's like, I need to get into that village, so... And besides, this looks to be anti-infantry shrapnel. The strikers are bad. They're shittily protected, but they're not that shittily protected. So we're simply just going to drive on in, hoping that none of our strikers do anything stupid, like throwing a tire or something awful like that. The benefit of the striker is that it does carry along with it an absolute buttload of supplies. That's nice. The javelins will be pretty gosh darn key in this scenario, no doubt about it. And so far, the Russians were reported that they were a fair bit of a distance outside of the city. So we're just simply going to continue right on in at the highest possible speed we can manage. Now, this striker here is going to take a brief pause to deliver 1 machine gun team. I would have preferred actually to deliver them a little bit further away from the bombardment there, but this will work out relatively well. And then we will get this striker back underway. God damn it, immobilized. Alrighty then. Oh, that striker's boned. That was an unbelievably unlucky mortar shell right there. Right. Okay. We're, I mean, I could go with this building. It's not a good building. I could go with this church. That's a dreadful building. An absolutely awful building. Or I could try to make a run for it, which doesn't sound like a great idea. I think I might have to just hop into these buildings and hope for the goddamn best, which is non-ideal, but we'll have to see, we'll have to see. First and foremost, they need to get the hell out of the mortar bombardment. Hopefully, a mortar round won't come falling out of the stratosphere to murder this entire squad of infantry, as that would be very, very unfortunate. Goddamn this striker. I am half tempted to just bail and abandon it straight up, but it's still a 50 cal. Who knows? It might get to shoot something before it dies. That's really not the rationale you want to hear from your company commander, frankly. It's like, yes, well, you know, you might kill something. You're gonna die, but you might, stressing might die, whilst doing something worthwhile. It's not the most heartening of news, but considering the circumstances, it's the only kind of heartening news they're likely to be getting anytime soon. Luckily, these guys have at least made it onto target well, and we're unloading these into this building as well, so we're not catastrophically boned yet. Heavy emphasis on yet. Get in there, boys. Mortars are still falling right around your ears. You don't want to be caught out in the open for too long at a time here. I don't know why the Ruskies decided to level these buildings, because I didn't even consider these as an option. I mean, I guess they've got decently spacious ground floors. They could be alright fields of fire, or at least against the open field in front of us here, but, I mean, so could this building, so, I'm sure the Ruskies had their reasons. Maybe they just simply had too much ammunition and needed to get rid of some. I mean, it's the Russian army. You can never be entirely certain that isn't actually their motivation. Now, due to this unfortunate little incident, however, I've decided to try and move the heavy machine gun team over here instead, because I feel like I'm gonna be lacking in... in anti-infantry firepower, honestly. Hi, okay, we've got the first little bit of Russian troops moving in our flank, and maybe, just maybe, our little striker can do something halfway decently after all. And there's the UAV. That will be very useful. Let's paint you a nice little targeting arc, and maybe we can pop some infantry. We're immediately going to have the commander start calling in the Raven UAV, trying to get a decent look at the battlefield. The UAV is one of those really interesting little toys you get to play around with in this more modern era, as it's basically a nigh-on invisible scout that can just chill out high above you and spot everything mean. Oh, what was that? That was a... Was that just a really wide splatter, or... I don't know what that was. It might have been another mortar shell, but I feel like that is veering way too far off from where the other shells were landing, which makes me a bit worried there. And particularly as the AI tends to have a nasty habit of being able to call in very accurate artillery very, very quickly. Infantry has, they've I've got a little bit of an idea of some Russian troops over there engaging at long range. The benefit of having all of your infantry have actual optics on their weaponry. Very, very useful when you're engaging at this kind of distances. Accuracy is still going to be somewhat dubious, but nevertheless, I might be able to encourage some of the Russians to chill in their advance just a tiny little bit. Not particularly successful so far, but hey, you never know. I might scare them a little bit, if nothing else. Yeah, that building's sad. We've definitely got some infantry closing in over here. Alright, are they just gonna move? Okay, now they're in proper range. Okay, I think we can definitely switch on over the heavy machine gun here. Let's pop that up into the second floor and give it a targeting arc right down there. And yeah, deploy it. Ah, reinforcements. The first platoon has arrived. Right, well, that means that I am going to have to take a little bit of a second to sort out the reinforcements. You guys are on the third floor? Yes, you are. Actually, how about you don't fire over there, because I'd rather not know the enemy. Let the enemy know that I've got a anti-tank team in the building. That seems rather inopportune. The right-hand flank is going to be a little bit of a nightmare, I'm anticipating already. There, I mean, hell, ooh, hi, hello, hi. I just spotted something that looked like an armored vehicle up here. Well, oh, there we are. That is that's a BTR upgunned with, what, 30 mil? Yes, 30 mil, okay. Right, so that's the first mechanized element we've seen. Did I hear another engine there? I mean, judging by the amount of infantry... Yep, there were 3 of them, okay. Yeah, judging by the amount of infantry deployed, I'd be very, very surprised if there was only one of them. So the Russians are pushing hard through the town right now. These guys are... well, they might be in for a bit of an unfortunate surprise. Ooh, what the... Oh, nice hit, but I don't think you managed to knock it out, which is a big-o problemo. Right, I hit it to the front. I did penetrate it. The turret hasn't moved. I'm a bit worried about that, because I really don't want to eat the fire from it. But first and foremost, we need to set up this MG to take care of this darned up a little Russian infantry assault here. Ah, well, a heavy machine gun to the front should forestall any further advances quite well, I believe. We're going to take a little bit of a risk here and hope that our grenade launcher is able to deliver a couple more hits onto this thing. Judging by the fact that it's withdrawing, I'm hoping I maybe killed the gunner. I mean, hey, if the gunner's dead, that's about all I can really ask for. I'm just hoping I don't get spotted. Oh, there's a javelin. Boom! Ah, javelins! God, javelins are so bloody overpowered. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so incredibly good. Now, let me take a little bit of a side note here, because I want to talk about a bit more specifically about Combat Mission, right? Combat Mission is a really damn cool series of games. Now, it does have a few of the usual gamification things, of course. The AI does cheat a little bit on occasion. In fact, after I've shown you the Javelin, I'll show you a couple of clippings of that, just to kind of demonstrate. It's all to do with the spotting system. The spotting system is an all-or-nothing system, where either you see whatever you're looking for, or you don't see anything, which can produce some really, really idiotic circumstances, to be honest. But the Javelin, right? This would never work. Never. Like, the Javelin is a weapon that fires out a missile that actually falls out of the barrel a little bit, and just before touching the iron, it goes whoosh up in the air. And then it goes high, 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 and strikes right down on top of the vehicle. The idea of that is that it'll not only be striking the weakest part of the armor, it'll also try to avoid any kind of anti-tank guided missile defenses like the Soviet Arena system, for example, which are designed to shoot down relatively slow-moving ATGM missiles. You would not be able to fire that inside of a house, I don't think. And even if you would, the backblast of the missile indoors, assuming you could somehow thread it through the goddamn window, it would work out very poorly. But the game basically assumes that, okay, an ATGM team has been told to fire a missile from inside of a house, so they would take whatever precaution necessary to do so, or maybe they'd pop out of the house to fire it, then go back inside whilst one guy's the spotter, or maybe they'd make a hole in the roof. Basically, it makes the assumption that a competent crew would find some way to carry out these orders. Now, you could certainly argue that that might be an optimistic interpretation in many cases, very, very possibly. Yet, you know, it's a gamification to make sure that you don't have to worry about the relatively little things like whether or not a certain weapon type can be fired inside of a building, because, well, you might not know. And now, whilst... actually, let's hold on whilst this attack is being carried out here, and... wait, did I lose sight over those? But no, I didn't. I should check out the ambush to actually see if that worked out. Yes. Judging by what I see happening here, I'm thinking the heavy machine gun probably worked quite well. Burp, burp. Yep. All right, lead guide's taking cover. Not the best guy, not the best place to take cover necessarily. Damn, these are some lucky little Russians, right? I got one of them. These are some lucky little Russians that I'm gonna have to keep a much closer eye on because, well, they're still alive, and I really did not expect them to still be alive after that, frankly. Alright, well, I'm taking a little bit of a risk by moving up the striker here. It's got a bit of concealment, if nothing else, but I am worried it is going to be way too visible from the IFVs up there. In fact, I'm already kind of considering backing it off, honestly, because that is closer and less obscured than I would like for it to be. In fact, I think we're going to do just that. I really don't want to lose the Mark 19, because it's one of very, very few, relatively speaking, anti-vehicle weaponry I've got at my command here. Alright, the fighting is dying down a little bit. I'm tempted to move the infantry over there, but they're kind of keeping these nailed down, so instead we're just gonna target arc this a little bit more specifically, just in case they decide to go for us. And I'll show you a couple of clips here to show you what I mean about the AI occasionally taking a little bit advantage of, shall we see, the fact that it can see things that maybe it shouldn't be able to. And I'll demonstrate it with this clip here. You see a AI-controlled T-90 tank over here. It has no knowledge of this little IFV over here. The IFV has no knowledge of the T-90 either, which is hilarious because it was shooting at it just a second ago. And it also has 2 units within range that is capable of reporting the presence of the T-90 to the IFV. So the IFV's plan is to back up slightly so they can peek around the corner here and engage the T-90. Again, the T-90 has no idea that the vehicle is there. As you can see right now, there is no way it can even see the IFV. It's completely obscured by the building. But watch as I press play here. Immediately, the turret begins turning before the IFV has even cleared the building. The tank already knows it's there, and it's already turning its turret to predict the movement of the IFV. And then it locks on and kills it. Just like that. And additionally as well, the AI on the other side of the battlefield is also able to pinpoint accurately pick out the IFV the moment it moves out of the buildings and hit it. Now this one's a maybe. A T-90, if it was locked in on this area, which it wasn't as you can tell by its turret, but this one's a maybe. It could potentially have spotted it, albeit extraordinarily unlikely. And fired. Yeah, the AI does cheat, and anyone who tells you differently is lying to you. Or perhaps it would be more correct to simply say that the AI plays by very different rules to the player. Again, you've got a T-90 coming up here. Up ahead, there is a unit of infantry dug in with anti-armor arc set up in foxholes, flank on to the tank. There's also a tank sitting right here as well, waiting as well. Let's see what happens. The T-90 is moving upwards, bearing in mind too that tanks are supposed to be pretty goddamn terrible at spotting things. It immediately smells out the infantry lying in their foxholes, then detects the tank and shoots it from here. Likely? No, not in the slightest. And the best part is, the infantry have still not spotted the tank. The tank, which survives the first round due to reactive armor, has no idea that the enemy tank is even there, even after having been shot at by it. The infantry are completely clueless. The tank continues driving forward. The Ukrainian tank still has no clue that anything untoward is going on, and then it's killed by the second shot. The infantry still don't even know there's a tank there. I'm not exaggerating. I'll back it up again. There you go. There's the tank. There's the infantry. There's the infantry. They still have absolutely no clue that there is a tank right next to them. Yeah. Cheating, playing by different rules, call it what you will, but combat mission is not an entirely level playing field. I'm impressed by the balls on these Russians, if not necessarily by their strategic brilliance, as they run out in the open again, getting hosed by accurate rifle fire. Oh, and, of course, a goddamn striker chilling in the middle of the street. They probably assumed that would be a rather unlikely position for a striker, and I mean, they're not wrong. They're really not wrong, but such is life. There's still one guy left over here that we need to take care of, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, reinforcements. Okay, I need to deploy these guys properly as well over there. What do we got? Anything useful? A 3-man spotter team? A 2-man spotter team? And 2 3-man breacher teams. Okay, right. That's it's not what I was hoping for, but we'll take what we're offered, I suppose. And what's more, we've got enemy reinforcements. Another formation of BTRs. In addition to some kind of ATGM thing there. Was that a javelin that just got dunked? I think it might have just been a javelin that got dunked. That's very unfortunate because I don't have too many of those javelins, so I'd rather they all count. That one certainly did. The infantry has rushed on over to the neighboring building, hoping to get an angle on the enemy. And so far, the defense has been going absolutely swimmingly, really. They seem to have paused out in the open there for a second. Right, that's the infantry with the grenade launchers opening up, I'd guess. No, they don't actually have a vision on them just yet. But the ATGM team should. Yep, it's aiming and getting ready for another shot. Alright, I'm very glad I sent over 1 unit of reinforcements over here, because this is a bit of a sudden threat on the flank, really. Artillery available. Lovely. Don't mind if I do. I think I might be calling that in sooner rather than later. We still have enemy units just kind of chilling up here, but I don't necessarily think I consider them a threat yet, because if they haven't made a move yet, I don't know what... Well, I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe more infantry? Possibly. I mean, there's nothing that can see me or shoot me from over there, surely, so... How about I just scoot on over here, and I scoot on over here, and I have that Mach 19... that's a bit exposed, isn't it? More like this, so that I can pop it out of cover and attack the enemy when if necessary. I mean, I've got a javelin team chilling here watching him, so I doubt that flank move will amount to much, but who the hell knows? Sadly, this javelin team can't see anywhere near as much as I was hoping they could see, which is not great. Over on the flank here, the situation is dark. Very dark, in fact, because... I got no vision of this vast, large area in front of me, unless I want to sit completely unprotected in a tiny-ass little belt of forestry down here, and probably get obliterated by 30mm cannon fire, so... Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea, honestly. I mean, this is... God damn it. That's... bad. Like, that's just bad. That's just awful. A little bit. I mean, I'd probably be able to fire at least once from over here, but then I'm probably getting butchered. Ugh. It's the same problem. The moment the javelin team fires, the enemy's gonna see the massive rocket pillar and they're gonna butcher me, but at least that'll give me some kind of range of sorts. Come on, little javelin team, make daddy proud. Oh, shit. Well, I said that, and then they immediately lost visual contact with the enemy. Fantastic. Absolutely lovely. What is that thing? Now, that wasn't the weird thing. There was something that looked like some kind of either recovery vehicle or ATGM leading the charge. Oh, there it is. Alright. Oh, the 50 cal is opening up. Okay, well, I mean, it's in the middle of a forest, so the BTR is going to have a hard time spotting it. Ah, shit. Well, something else spotted it. And... God damn it, it caused me a casualty. Ah! That was an awful waste. Because honestly, the infantry is a hell of a lot more goddamn valuable to me than the striker is. The infantry's got, what, 4 AT-4s and a javelin? Yeah. The infantry's a hell of a lot more valuable. Another crucial design flaw on the Striker. The top turret may be automated and remote controlled, which is a brilliant idea, but the gunner has to pop his poor unarmored little torso up above the gun to actually reload it. Muy retardo. Yes, very much so. Let's just bring you up there. Try and... Just give a hunt order here. God damn it. Yeah, 1 casualty, 3 wounded. I pushed it up too far. That's the problem. I pushed them up too goddamn far, too goddamn aggressively, but I thought I could get the infantry out of there before all of that happened. That was apparently a very silly assumption to... Hello? To make. Alright, the IFVs decided to have a go at it. I'm assuming that was the, Ah, damn it, did I already click that? Ah, stupid. I already clicked the button to end the turn. Oh, it might have been the Mark 19 actually, as this one is retreating right now, but don't do that. In fact, if anything, push forward. Did you fire the... Yes, we're one javelin down, so that was probably knocked out by the javelin. I still need to deal with this goddamn flanking assault, though. Now, that was just the ATGM thing, so maybe if I just pop out into the open here, maybe I'll see and be able to shoot at something. Reload faster, little American. You want to be opening up on that IFV before it points its 30 mil towards you. Ooh, miracle of miracles. I think that actually managed to scare them badly enough to abandoning the vehicle. Yes, it did. Ooh. What the hell was that? That was a grenade coming out of the infantry squad there. Nice bloody shot. See what I mean about the American infantry squad? Like, they've got so many weapons. They've got so much versatility. They've got so many things that can engage so many goddamn things. Now, light enemy vehicles, right? Well, they got grenade launchers. Oh, there was that weird-ass thing. Ah, yeah, it is a... Hi? Hold on. Are you what I think? That's a tank. Oh, T-90! Oh, really? Oh, really? T-90s. Right, well, I mean... Sure, why not? I mean, I do suppose I have javelins. I might be able to survive that. Maybe. But to be fair, the defense of the village so far has gone absolutely swimmingly, really. Still a little bit worried about whatever the hell might be up over there, but... Oh well. That's just the striker's smoke, by the way. It looks dramatic. It isn't. Well, not from our perspective, anyways. I'm halfway tempted to send out the infantry to clear out this, because I don't know if there's still an infantry dude over there. Right. I mean, the appearance of a T-90 has got me just a tiny bit spooked, if I'm to be entirely honest. Reinforcement, Mortar Company, and Stinger Team. Oh, a Stinger Team. Oh, fantastic. A Stinger. Beautiful. Oh yeah, this is what I need. A Stinger. T-90s are rolling down on me and they send me a Stinger. Oh, the US military's greatest enemy is and will always be the US military. I mean, at least, I know it's carrying 4 AT-4s, so that's something. I guess we need to try and rush them over there to reinforce the flank, because judging by their appearance, I'm assuming those T-90s are probably going to come barreling down my butthole over here very, very soon. A Stinger. A goddamn Stinger. Sure. Why not? Okay, time to panic. I am immediately adjusting the drone over towards the T-90s to try and keep an eye on those. That was a dreadful spread. You gotta do better than that. That's better. It's a couple of hits, come on. This is not effective range for the Strikers Mark 19, but I mean, it managed to fire and get out of the way, so I suppose I can't whine about that too loudly, although did it get out of the way? I'm guessing it's currently reloading. Yes, it is. That's another problem with the Mark 19. It doesn't have the world's largest magazine capacity. Oh, hello. There is some Russian infantry over there still. Although apparently I'm spotted by a striker on the other side of the map now, so I'll get to have fun with that. Oh, geez, there's more? Come on. Seriously. Okay, that's another basically platoon of mechanized infantry, essentially. Okay, I mean, I've got 2 javelins left, so sure. Let's about face those. I was just calling down. I was just calling down some. Oh, holy shit! Did you nail that? Oh, Jesus! Good shot, my boy. Very good shot. I was about to say, I was just calling down artillery, actually, on that forest to hopefully try and stop anything else from coming out at me, and apparently a little bit too late. This is potentially really dumb. This is potentially really, really stupid, but I'm gonna make the little rush across there and hopefully get some more weapons on there. What about the other ATGM? Yep, it's got 2 ATGMs left. Perfect. Clear target area. And a retarget out there. Infantry 2, reoriented. God, I don't... Right, you guys, just go down to the second floor. We gotta keep guiding in the artillery on this area so we can actually start dropping some tubes on it, but hopefully without losing all of our dudes. Now, this does give potentially a fantastic opportunity for this javelin crew here to hit somebody in the flank whilst they're crossing this open area. Right, boys. I really don't have high expectations for your ability to survive firing your weapons here, but these are one of those sacrifices that I am entirely willing to make. Where the hell did the other ATGM team go? Where the hell did the... Ah. That was what knocked that one out. See what I mean about this not being particularly good concealment or cover? Yeah. Yeah. Well, mystery solved, I guess. They sold their lives for a T-90. I mean, that's a pretty good kill in my book. Pretty good kill in my book. Now, main battle tank for Javelin team. I wish they'd gotten off a couple more rounds before that happened, but... Well... Such is life in the service. Run, you ballsy little bastards, run! Knock out the IFVs first. The 30 mils are a hell of a lot more dangerous to you than whatever the hell that thing is. Right. I mean, those IFVs are not particularly good. 3 of them. Ouchies. They don't have particularly good optics, so hopefully... Right, there goes the Javelin. Boom. That's one of them down. Excellent. Do you have a shot? You don't. That is very unfortunate for me. Right, reload, my boys. Reload on the double time. You want to fire another one before those 30 mils start kicking up dust. Oh, I hear... Ah, the other Javelin team. Yep. See, I shouldn't have pushed them that far forward. I was hoping that they'd be able to, you know, do a little bit of sniping, but... Did they even get a... round off? I think they did. Did they?
Contact, enemy vehicle.
Reloading. What?
Enemy vehicle ahead. Enemy tank approaching.
I think they just fired the AT-4. Yes, they did. And let me guess, they missed? Yes, they did. Oh, fantastic.
Enemy tank.
I repeat, this video game really needs the ability to turn off certain weapons. Well, that's one Javelin team pretty solidly wasted. These guys still don't... Really? You don't have any vision of this. I find that a tiny bit hard to believe, but... Alright, if you say so. Alright, I'm not worried about that thing. It's some ATGM thing. I don't care. It's not a danger to me. You guys knock that thing out. You guys knock that thing out. Yeah, the Striker will probably kill it. This goddamn Striker. This goddamn Striker has just chilled here in the village like an absolute pillbox this entire time. And has been frighteningly effective at its enforced job of static defense so far. I am very impressed. Very impressed. I genuinely cannot believe you can't see this shit. No, like this. No, you can obviously see this shit. You can absolutely see this shit. There's no doubt in my mind you can see this shit. Right, okay. So they're leading with one of the IFVs, which is a wise choice, as that will trigger the first part of my ambush right here.
Enemy vehicle ahead.
But I do have plenty of AT4s, and maybe I'll be able to disengage and re-engage. That would certainly be nice. You only have a driver. Huh, that's weird. Did something hit you? Must have. Actually, you know what? Screw that. Clear target, keep hidden. Let's... If we can help it, let's not... English words escaping me. Let's not spring this trap on a BTR if we can help it. Oh, you boys. Noses to the dirt. Noses to the dirt. Poor little Javelin team. You did not spot them. Screw you. You did not spot that. F you very much. Come on, Striker. Fail me not now, boy. You're point blank. Rape it. Good boy. Ah. Eat some shit, boy. Oh, there we go. That's some more. Oh, that's a target worth springing an ambush on right there. Absolutely. Oh, I think I spotted the Striker. Yep. I'm pretty sure that was the Striker. Alrighty then. You do not see those. Screw you very much. Like, I have been ambushed by infantry like this time and time again. You do not see those. Screw you very, very much, sir. Right. We've got the T-90s crossing now. Oh, this is gonna be a bloodbath. For me, mostly, mind you. I'm hoping I'll be able to kill those T-90s, but they do have reactive armor. It is far from guaranteed that I'll be able to knock them out with AT4s. Far. Oh, did you get... Aww, it got probably killed by the ATGM thing. Aww. That's sad. That's very sad. I mean, I didn't even consider that thing a threat. They finally managed to spot the Javelin team, did they? Ugh. Well, that's unfortunate, but such is life. Looks like they did knock out a second BTR, so there might be one more up there. Hopefully this Striker will be in a position to ambush them if they show themselves again, though. There's about to be some serious dying here in a second or two. Some serious goddamn dying. There goes the AT4. Forward top hull reactive armor. Upper right hull penetrating hit. Good. That one got hit. Reactive armor. Upper right hull penetration. T-90 out. T-90 not out. Third. Another T-90 coming in. Jesus. Okay, okay. Do I have any... I do have these guys, but I think they're still pinned. They can't actually see it. Oh, shite. Less than ideal. There's still 2 T-90s operational up here. That is awful. That's... Yeah, both of those... See, that was pretty much straight up suicides for both of those squads. And with the javelins down, I didn't have a choice. I straight up just didn't actually have a choice there. As awful as that is. Yeah, those squads were just... Yeah, they got slaughtered. They got absolutely slaughtered. And there was basically nothing I could do to prevent that. Right, these guys got 184. I'm gonna chill them here for a second. Now, these are actually aiming the other 84, I think, at that tank there. Yeah, that was over in moments. They all got completely butchered there. Alright, still 2 T-90s to deal with. Less than ideal. Less than ideal. Well, you've got 2 AT-4s. We'll just keep these right here. I'm actually really surprised that they can't see that. Oh no, it's yeah, no, it's covered. Do I want to try and send these forward to kill that? See, they've only got 1. Get up, do the assault, kill that one bloody T-90, get butchered in return, and you know, good luck. This is industrialized warfare right here. Oh, yeah. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Aim well, boys. If you hit a slab of reactive armor, you're dead. You didn't. Good boys. You get to live, at least for another few seconds until its friend shows up, potentially. But still, good shot, good shot. This has been a pretty excellent ambush so far. The body count has been high and still rising in all due likelihood, but hey, the fact that we're even holding is a minor miracle. Oh, I hope you got your Mark 19 ready, because you're about to need it. Oh, shite. In a rare exception to the rule, I think the BTR is, yep. It came out at a derpy angle, so the striker hasn't spotted it, but it has definitely spotted the striker. Yeah. No situational awareness for that guy, unfortunately. And the other... What the hell? Okay, the tanks are just rushing past, straight up. What the... That is weird. Okay, so the AI must have them just on a straight up move order, pretty much. That is weird. That is very weird. That is really goddamn weird. Okay. Well, I'll quick run these over there, and hopefully we'll get an AT-4 off into its ass. That is weird. Like, I don't think I've ever seen the AI behaving... Oh, you're immobilized. Great. In quite that way before, just ignoring the enemy and just going full rush. Yeah, poor little striker. That was the striker that was over there. Then he probably panicked and ran all the way over here, only to get murdered because it decided to show its ass to a 30mm BTR. It's a rather stupid thing to do, but, well, it is a rather stupid armored vehicle. What can you say? They're loading up there. Still going to take them a while. Sorry for Joe there. Nah, just a gun crew. It's fine. Huh. The question then, I suppose, becomes where the hell are they heading? And why? Okay, can I catch it whilst it's crossing the river, maybe? That BTR is a danger, but hopefully, with a little luck, I'll be able to do the 50 cal trick again. I mean, I do have an absolutely perfect angle on it. Yeah, this is weird behavior on behalf of the AI. It's driving a T90 straight into the goddamn swamp. Exceedingly weird behavior by the AI. I guess it's just trying to rush objectives or something. The problem is, if it had just actually fought me straight up like normal, it would have done probably a hell of a lot more damage to me. And would probably have been able to push me off the objective. Did you fire the AT-4? You did, and I'm presuming you didn't hit anything, judging by everything. Right, so I've still got a T-90 to contend with somehow, but it seems like most of the tanks have been dealt with. Alright. Well, I do have one Javelin over here, and I do... See, I don't want to move this squad because they're in the process of recovering a casualty, and that takes a while, and... You goddamn retards. Sometimes the AI, like, God, just recover the bloody casualty. What is wrong with you? Oh, Christ. This damn thing is actually going to capture an objective at this rate, which also mildly pisses me off. Clear target. Turn you over there. Do I have a striker that can deal with it? Kinda. Very much so, kinda. Get these out. And I guess we'll try and intercept it somehow. T-90 just managed to bog itself. As the 50 cal just goes like, haha, and then runs out in front of the T-90. And then it gets bogged too. Wow, okay. This is... Oh shit, is there another... God damn it, there's another... There is so much smoke over here right now. I didn't even see that damn thing. And I am completely out of AT-4s, aren't I? Yes, I am literally completely dry on AT-4s. That's pretty unbelievably awful. And... shit. Well, I've got these guys. Oh, we gotta move those over there. Run you over here. Maybe try and chase down that T-90. I really want to kill that other IFV, though, that went over here. But I'd rather not pop in front of the goddamn T-90 to do it. Okay, let's just... try this. No. Quick. I'll do a quick move, then we'll do a hunt move over here to try and find and kill that BTR. You on the way? Yes, you are. Lovely. Are you finally recovering that casualty? No, I think they finally just let him bleed out. Sometimes. Did you manage to knock out the last BTR over here? Yes, I think so. There's just this stupid thing left. Oh no, that is the last BTR. God damn it. This is actually going to be able to tag this objective, I think, unless... well, never say never. It is hauling ass, but with a little bit of luck... the striker with the Mark 14 might be able to intercept it. Oh, it stops just as I began moving it. Muy convenient. Muy convenient indeed. Right, well, you still do have the grenade launcher, so... Do you still have... Yeah, you still have rounds. No, they've been spotted by the mounted infantry. They're firing out of the passenger compartment. I mean, if they'd used their grenade launcher, they could have still dealt with this, but they chose not to for reasons. Right, they should be in position any second now. I mean, how the hell they haven't spotted this thing, I have no idea. Like, come on. The BTR is killing more of my guys than the bloody immobilized, of course. I'm losing more men to a goddamn BTR because High Command decided I didn't really actually need all of those anti-tank weapons, it turns out. Oh, I did knock that out, though. That's something, at least. Okay, there's still this thing, which I'd really like to kill, but I don't really have a whole lot in the way of offensive capabilities, frankly. You're out of javelin ammo. You actually still have 2 javelins left. Okie dokie. Let's try and take care of that thing, then. Okay, you two. There is a massive armored personnel character literally an inch in front of you. Fire. Fire. You managed to screw it up. Oh, good job. Oh, genuinely good job. You managed to fail penetrating a BTR at point-blank range with an AT-4. That is an achievement. My god, I don't know if anyone has ever managed to do anything quite like that. In fact, I'm pretty sure no one has ever even dreamt that something like that would be possible. Yeah, there goes the Striker too, because, well, you just fired both the AT-4s against the bloody BTR. Well, I mean, at least they killed it, I guess. It's more than my finest support team can claim, I'll say that much. Hey, this ambush, it started so very, very well, but I feel like it has gone somewhat sideways since its rather luminary start, if I'm to be entirely honest. Christ on a bicycle. Now what? It's a good question. Continue to try to intercept the tanks somehow, I suppose, is the logical... Wait, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be doing that. No. You're supposed to be blasting through the... You have demo charges. You should... The AI is having one of those days today. That is very much so self-evident. I'm pretty sure there's still enemies over here, so I really don't want to be running out in the streets, but... It seems as if I have frighteningly little choice in that particular regard. Aye. Okay. Need to start clearing out the Russians, I suppose. Something to do. And hey, maybe if I can get them to surrender, I won't have to deal with those bloody things running around my rear. That would in and of itself be a little bit of a blessing. Just keep you aimed at that. Keep you aimed at that. Whatever covering fire we've got. And continue sending up reinforcements. No, the ATGM would be a terrible answer to that. the infantry squad would be a much better solution. Whilst the ATGM should set itself up to intercept that damnable tank. I mean, I presume it would cover the open area here, so let's go with that assumption. It might also be actually bogged down completely in the swamp, which would be very, very tragic for me, as that means I'm going to have to send infantry in to get it. Not ideal.
Enemy troops.
The occasional gunshot. Nothing particularly enervating. Yeah, the bloody BTR is moving up again. All right. We've got a Mark 19. Honestly, all you guys can do is just hug the dirt and pray, and that's about it. High-level military advice there. Hug the dirt and pray, and to be fair, it's something, and you'd be surprised how often it actually turns out to be a relatively effective way of avoiding death. So got a little bit of sporadic fighting in the village. I don't know if that's just leftover infantry, if it's another attack, or if it's the crews of destroyed BTRs. Either way, they gotta die eventually. Especially if I want to deal with that thing. Has that begun pushing forward again? Where was my, Where did the javelin go? Oh, it hasn't begun. Bloody moving. Right, okay, well, we've got the Apaches on station now, so... Oh, can the only commanders call those in? Apparently. Oh, slightly less ideal. Right, okay. 9 minutes to call it in. Let's get the Apache in there as soon as we can. And... see, I was putting down the drone in front of them to see where they were going to move, but if that T-90 is stuck in the swamp, I should probably check. So let's do a slightly more focused area target. Let's see if we can spot the damn thing. Move forward. Nice and slow in a controlled manner. Oh. A 30 mil in the town has spotted something to shoot at. Oh, and it happens to be the goddamn Javelin team. Well, that was pretty much perfect for it. It managed to pick up on just... oh, there's another assault wave coming in. Alrighty then. Of course, there would be another assault wave coming in. Why? Why wouldn't there be another assault wave? God damn it. Well, I shouldn't have moved you out of cover then, should I? Well, you need to get back there and pick up that casualty, because that is the guy with the bloody rocket launcher. Okay. You're gonna have to try and take on that BTR head on. I know. It's a pretty goddamn awful idea, but... well, we don't have that many good ideas right now, unfortunately. Oh, that's self-propelled anti-air, isn't it? Yes, it is. Great. Absolutely fantastic. Well, that's gonna make my helicopter a hell of a lot less useful. You've at least spotted the BTR, that's something. Hopefully you can also kill it before it does anything else unfortunate to my infantry. Yeah, that should be pretty dead. Yeah. That's dead. Luckily, the self-propelled AA is deciding to charge headfirst into town, which is very, very fortunate, as I can probably kill it with more grenades. Oh. That sounded like an AT-4. Yep, that probably was an AT-4. Let's actually check. Yes, that is exactly what that was. Come on. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Thank God. Making sure, you know, just in case. To be fair. If I'd come that close to death, I'd probably be making damn sure as well. Okay, okay, the enemy counterattack is faltering a bit. The 155mm... I should have just... See, I ordered them to do a fairly slow artillery barrage, hoping that I could suppress stuff, but... I probably should have guessed that yet another charge of bloody tanks, basically, wouldn't really be all that, you know, slow-worthy, really. I'm learning to live with my many, many mistakes in this battle. Right, we've probably just got some... That's probably just some crew members that we could be able to deal with without too much of an issue. And we should deal with them, because every Russian we kill now is one step closer to the enemy just straight up surrendering and letting me get the hell out of here. Right, you guys move forward very carefully, and I need to try and identify whether or not that bloody T-90 is alive or not. That's kind of important. Because if it is alive, I somehow need to hunt it the hell down. Not entirely sure how. I'm sure I'll think of something. Go on, little BTR. No, don't stop to fire. Damn you. Coward. Just charge into the village like everyone before you. It's fine. It's just infantry. They can't hurt you. See, you've got this. You've got all of this. It's not a problem for you, brave little BTR. Actually, if you could not turn invisible, that would be lovely as well. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Screw you, and you're dead. Combat engineers actually turned out to be rather useful, actually. I would have preferred more just anti-tank weaponry, but... Oh, yeah, poor little bastards. Ow, 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 ow. You got any shot with the AT-4? Doesn't look like it. Well, the grenades will have to do the work then. Let's focus them up just in case. Man. Oh, another one! Jesus Christ. I feel as if I do not mathematically have enough anti-tank weaponry to deal with this nonsense, Frank. Shit. It is operational, isn't it? God damn it. Yeah. It is alive, and it's going somewhere. You've used up all of your AT-4s. We still do have 2 AT-4s here. I really don't want to send this, but... Hell, what choice do I have? Sadly, the join squad button never works, literally, but they should join back up together again once they're inside the vehicle. I think, hope, pray. I'm glad I picked up all of those extra grenades. Very, very glad. The Apache's still on the way. Oh, there's the T-90. It has been spotted. Hopefully by the Javelin crew. Yes, it has been.
Enemy armor approaching.
Come on. Come on. Nail it. Nail it. I do not know if that... Wait, are there 2 T-90s left alive? How the hell are there 2 of them? I'm pretty sure I... Okay, well, I did not kill as many as I thought. It popped smoke, which means it's probably not dead. The other one is chilling up on the high ground, though. Shit, it's not going to get off the weapon before it's leaving again, is it? Arrgh. How the hell did 2 of them get through there? I don't even actually know. Straight up. I don't even actually know. I'll attempt to place down Apaches wherever they're heading, but it takes 9 minutes to call them in, and the thing's gone. Oh. Yeah, the AI is just on a literal move order here, it seems like. They are not giving a shit about any objectives. They are just straight up moving through my lines. That means they're not going to get any points, though. I don't quite know what their idea here is, honestly. It doesn't seem to be to win the battle. Maybe just annoy the player. That is a common error amongst many AI designs, in that they focus more on being a pain in the player's ass rather than being an actual tactical or strategic threat to the player. You might think that the two would be inexplicably linked, but no, they really are not. They really are not. Okay, target armor arc, refocus. I wish these guys had had some bloody weaponry. Alright, well, we're gonna run these out of town to see if they can intercept them. It seems as if they're heading over here, I guess, because they would have been turning if they were heading through here, I think. Well, if they are heading through there, I can intercept them just the same. Alright, we'll have you dismount over there. And we'll see if we can finally chase these goddamned things down. Still 4 minutes until the first Apache arrives. See, I appreciate the thought of the air support, and in reality, where the Apache would actually, you know, be on station, I'm sure it would have been really super useful. But in a game where it takes 9 minutes to call in the air support against an enemy on a move order, yeah, it's really not quite as effective, I'm afraid to say. Luckily, the enemy's incredible impatience and need to just charge straight ahead is actually doing a lot more damage to them than it's doing to me, as it's sacrificed their primary advantage, their, you know, actual IFVs, their BTRs. Those 30mm cannons could have done some real work on me, but instead of really using them, they've instead kind of just thrown them away a little bit willy-nilly, really. then again, I am starting to run dangerously low on infantry reserves myself. Still no smoke coming from over here, so that javelin was almost certainly a miss. Not great. Not great. What? Oh. Hello there, little jeep. I'm truly amazed you are still alive somehow. There you are. Now you're not any alive anymore. Oh, the next... What's this, some kind of clown cover? How many dudes you got in there? Right, there we go. That should take care of some of them. Well, still not all of them, apparently. Huh. Aggressive little vehicle. There we go. Surely it must be dead now. No, no, still fine. Alright, 24 bullet holes and a couple 40mm grenades. Yeah, it's enough to mildly annoy the Russians, perhaps, but certainly not enough to kill them. That would be rather insane. And there we finally go. Yeah, the friendly casualties was failed there. I took a lot of casualties there. 22 men dead, 19 wounded, 78 men okay. I mean, considering the 16 IFVs, 5 tanks, yeah, the 2... How the hell did those two get through? I actually don't know. I never even saw the second one. And the ambush worked out about as well as you could expect. I got one of the T-90s at long range, which was a really great boon. Then I completely screwed up the second ATGM, or well, they did, by firing the AT-4 instead of a javelin, wasting a kill. Then I killed 2 T-90s over here with the other 2 BTRs, and that in turn slaughtered all of my infantry, but it's literally unavoidable. Sadly, you can't split them into smaller squads, which I would really like to do, but you can't, and so it wasn't possible. Still, taking out 4 vehicles there in the ambush in return for 2 squads was pretty good. Then I had to chase down 2 other BTRs, and still 2 T-90s got through. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 T-90s. Holy shit. 5 T-90s against a Striker company. Plus, what, 16 IFVs, all with 30 mils or 80 gems, or even the Strela here. And the Apache never showed up. Again, I get it, right? 9-minute call-in. It's 9-minute call-in in a 1 kilometer area. That is frankly useless. Unless the enemy is actually stationary and has no idea you're there, you're never hitting them with that. But, anywho, that will hopefully give you a pretty damn good idea of Combat Mission Black Sea. Probably the best combat mission currently available on Steam, and you should definitely consider checking it out. Till next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Till then, have a good day.